Your name wanted to be together with the older brother Raph, but she was just too shy to say anything. Why is this so hard? She whisper yelled into the pillow she always carried around with her. What is so hard? Leo sang as he tailed around to see what got your name so tightened up. Leo? She backed up and howled loudly like she does when she's surprised like that. Yes, Leo, he laughed, and Mikey smacked him. Leo, really, quit scaring her. Sorry, your name. Didn't mean to make you fall over like that. Mikey, the very kind and soft younger brother, offered a hand as she took it. What is the problem? Well, she hesitated lightly. I may or may not have a crush on Raphael. She covered her face, blushing as red as Raph's mask. Ah, ha ha, I knew it, Leo shouted. Leo, well, I knew that too. Wait, what? When? They both looked at each other and shook their heads. It's super obvious, your name. You stare at him with those big puppy dog eyes of yours for minutes at a time. Leo explained. Yeah, not too hard to notice. Sorry. She hung her head. But don't worry, Raph doesn't know a thing about it, Leo said, patting her shoulder. Yeah, he is pretty dense at this sort of stuff. She looked up and sighed, her eyes had shining already for tears to fall out. And Mikey grabbed her shoulder. Hey, easy, don't cry. All you have to do is tell him how you feel. What if that doesn't work? She says loudly. If Raph doesn't feel the same way then, well, sorry to say it's his loss, you know. He pats her head. Raph's a great guy, and he wouldn't hurt you, so don't worry about it, he said. You're right. I have to do this. Thanks, Mikey. I can do this. She ran to where Raph's room was and went to knock, but she stopped short and her ears hung down. She was getting cold feet again. You can do this. You can do this. She knocked, and Raph yelled that he was coming. While he opened the door, your name yelled out before he could say hello. I like you a lot. Go out with me. Raph stopped, short-eyed, and blushed really brightly. And so did your name. Wait, what? Raph said. Your name covered her mouth. She barked a bit. Something she did when she was scared and nervous. Well, haha, I said I liked you, and would you go out with me? She closed her eyes. Raph blinked. That's, well, out of nowhere, but, your name? He was not saying anything much about what she said, and it was scaring her. She backed up. It's really sweet, but wait, your name. She ran off. A bit later, after running after her, he found that she might be in the woods again. She always went there when she was sad. Your name, where are you? He went even more into the woods. By the time he reached a more far back part of the woods, he could hear crying, or more like whimpers in the quiet night. Your name, are you here? He called, pushing some branches out of his way. He saw your name, full changed in werewolf form, in the light of the full moon. He didn't know it was a full moon in general, or if it was her mood that caused it as well. Oh, your name. He placed a hand on her back and she flinched back. He backed away a bit and sat next to her. Your name? I'm sorry, Raph. What for? I must have made you uncomfortable with my confession of me liking you. I knew it was fruitless. I'm like this. She waved her hands out in a gesture to herself. Your name? No, that's not what I meant. I am a werewolf, and I'm also shy. Not worth really anything wild. Just doormat at times. I get it that you're not into a girl like me, but I guess I can say that I at least tried, right? She teared up, more as her lip quivered. He grabbed her shoulders. Luckily, he was just as tall as her when she changed. Your name, that's not what I meant. And I will not sit here and hear you talk bad about yourself. She stopped and blinked at him. What are you? I think you're shy, yes, but there are times when you stand up for yourself. You're kind to those who even hurt you. And you're not a doormat either. As far as I know, being a werewolf's not a bad thing. I think you're beautiful no matter what shape you take. She blushes. I am the one who should be sorry. I didn't say what I should have at the moment. I was caught off guard when you told me you liked me. That is what I meant to say. It was very sudden, but I do like you too, your name. Her eyes got bigger. You mean you like me too? He nods. I was going to say that too, but you ran off. He rubbed the back of his neck, chuckling nervously. I'm so sorry. I didn't give you the time to speak. I just acted. I should have known better than to let my worst fears take over. He gave her a hug. It's all right. Just don't ever do that again. You really had me worried. She hugs back and nods. I promise. He pulled back and kissed her on the lips. She blushed a very dark shade of red, but kissed back. He pulled back. Heh, sorry. Couldn't help it. She kissed his cheek. Don't be. I'm happy you did. Thank you, Raph. She hugged him again. You're welcome, your name. They spent the rest of the night in each other's arms.